This is our music from the bachelor's den. The sound of loneliness turned up to 10. A horror soundtrack from a stagnant waterbed. And it sounds just like this. This is the sound of...
I got the fear. That's true. Well, because I got what I wanted, I suppose, what I'd been after for the majority of my life, and then the actual reality of that I thought were rubbish.
It's Saturday night, and we're about to discover who's got stars in their eyes.
He's a bright boy turned pop star, because tonight, singing live, Gareth Dickinson is Jarvis Cocker!
Oh yeah, or you just realise that you've become a knobhead. It was like you've lived, I don't know how old I was, 32 or something, so you've lived your life up to a certain point for 30 years, and then suddenly all that experience and life that you've led seems to not count for anything anymore, because you can't do them things anymore, because you've got all these people going, at you. And yet the world that supposedly has now opened its doors to you, yes, welcome sir, welcome to the celebrity club, it just seems to be really shite. So my way of dealing with that situation was just to get as hammered as possible.
Biff Avery, screen test, take 2.
I didn't take her to the motel, she took me.
I'll tell you the unwritten law, you dumb son of a bitch.
Hey, I went to college once, but all they found were rats in my head.
Did you find This Is Hardcore, the album, a struggle to write?
This Is Hardcore, yeah, it was awful. And it was definitely the worst period of my life. Without question. I mean, really. Because I was just a mess.
Why?
Well, I mean, taking drugs doesn't help. That never helps in a situation, You don't often hear people saying, oh, since he's been taking them drugs, he's such a nice person. He's really come out of his shell, he's really nice. He's blossomed.
That was Damon's accurate line of the 90s. There was a blizzard going on. It just became the accessory. And from rerunning Loaded, the toilet became the new golf course. It was where all the deals were being done. The amount of features that I got out for the magazine from sitting, chopping stuff out over a table or a toilet or a... Oh yeah, I'll be in it, no problem. Have another line.
It's another English, sort of classic English cue, Another great, the cocaine cue.
What was your favourite substance?
Well, all around that time was people taking loads of coke,
Coke suddenly did become, suddenly huge and very readily available everywhere.
Well, it's a very self-congratulatory kind of a drug, Yes, we're inventing the future.
Just get now. Now what you done, and when she lets me slip away, she tells me all my
Mid-90s was a very up time, but I don't think really anyone was thinking about the consequences of it. The government as well, I think, got carried away. It was just, my God, we've got to change. Changing climate.
It's become an urban myth, but a lot of people say that song Beat the Bum's about heroin.
I don't know, is the last song There She Goes about heroin? Does it matter? Does it matter? I mean, obviously, whoever, Head and Shoulders, whoever it was who used it on their advert, didn't think so. I hit that point where I didn't feel like nothing could hurt me. And I think once you start to feel a bit more vulnerable, your outlook changes.
Today was the day Oasis fans at last got their hands on the group's new album, Be Here Now. It's their first for 2 years. And as the Gallagher brothers might have put it themselves, the fans were mad for it.
It's just something you can tell your grandchildren, isn't it? I mean, the biggest album of all time. Yeah. I mean, I was there first. I've only heard the first few tracks, but from what I hear, it's going to be wicked, much better than the first few albums.
It's their best one yet. I think it's the best album of this year, and I don't even think Oasis will do any better than this ever. It's that good.
No, I don't like the album.
Why don't you like the album?
It's just the same old stuff. It's like, you know, guitar rock, dad rock, all the same.
It's the sound of a bunch of guys on coke in the studio, not giving a fuck. There's no bass to it at all. I don't know what happened to that. It's all... And all the songs are really long, and all the lyrics are shit. And for every millisecond Liam is not saying a word, there's a fucking guitar riff in there, in a Wayne's World style-y, you know. Fucking air guitar gone mental. But Liam thinks it fucking rocks.
At that time, we thought it was fucking great, and I still think it's great. It just wasn't Morning Glory, and I'm sick of these people going on about definitely maybe. Fuck definitely maybe. It's over, you know. Fuck Morning Glory, it's over.
People will bitch about it for the rest of their lives, you know. But, you know, fucking sell it. You get £4 or £5 for it, I would imagine. Come round to my house, I'll sign it for you. Probably get a tenner then.
I thought it were alright, actually.
I thought there was some great tracks on it, I did, yeah.
But it were hyped up that much that they couldn't live up to what everyone were expecting them to do.
It ruins them. It ruins people, that. Now they're analysed because every track isn't a number one.
Yeah.
Which isn't fair, because I look at them and think, well, they're not going to get a chance. So what are you doing now?
Opening this.
Fucking hell, that's why, you know, he has a Liam bib him as well.
The end of BritPop was, if nothing else, was that Oasis third album, Be Here Now, which actually isn't the great disaster that everybody says. It's about, there are 2 or 3 really good songs on it, but it was supposed to be the big, big triumphal record. Labour got in, Oasis are preparing their big statement,